Randall?
Hey.
Tim.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
This is it.
Wow.
Alright, you can pause it. The shop. Over here to our right. We have one of our 4-axis CNC machining centers. This does all of the initial block prep, so decking, boring, chamfering, our engraving, custom engraving for the customer. Over here on our left, you'll see our CNC cylinder hone. This does all the cylinder honing. And we use a profilometer here to get our surfaces within spec.
You guys engrave all the, you engrave all of them, or is it just certain?
No, all the blocks get engraved with the Browski logo here.
That's awesome.
Along serialized on the back corner here. And then if the customer asks, we'll put one right alongside the Browski.
High tech. I've never seen that.
Right. We'll walk this way. We'll get past the align home. This here, we'll have the block set up. We'll run a demand drill through it, and that sets the align hone. It sets the tolerances on the main bearing. And we have our CNC crank balancer.
You use has extra weights, or?
Yeah, so like the crankshaft in your engine, this one has additional counterweights in the center of the crankshaft. It's just an 8 counterweighted crankshaft versus like a factory one. I can pull one up here for you. Does not have the center counterweights. And all that helps with is like harmonics in the crankshaft and keeps it from wiping out. You'll see on the crankshafts without the center counterweights, number 2 and 4 main journals have pretty excessive wear, whereas the center counterweighted ones, that basically eliminates it. It's actually the same crankshaft as this one. This is a Cali's Compstar 4-inch crank, and it's fully keyed all the way to the front.
And is that a 58 reluctor?
Yeah, it's a 58.
Okay. Nice.
Okay, and then over here to our right is our dirty room, or our clean room, however you want to look at it. All box gets done here. We have and it's very loud back here. We have all of our hot tanks, our vapor filling, blast beating, and ultrasonic machines back here. So try to keep it draped in and keep the filth in there. Then over to your right, you'll see one of our new CNC valve job machines. Or Joe has mentioned to you a couple of times how they separate stuff in a lot of other shops, whereas there's stuff on the form tool machine. And you just set in the program. You can walk over here quickly. You can see on the screen how it's just a single point cutter in and out or up and down as needed.
Wow.
Program. Take a walk this way. Various seat and guide machines surrounding us, and then the latest and greatest is our 5-axis CNC machining center. This does all of our cylinder head porting, cylinder head refacing on the ends, engraving on the ends. And gets them ready to bolt on outside of the valve jobbing, which gets done, a later step. But this does all of. You can see the tool path that it's taking currently to put in the combustion chamber into the cylinder head.
Beautiful.
And eventually it will, once it's done with the chambers, it'll go in for a couple of passes in the intake. If I could get it to roll around. You can see there's a lot of steps in the process. Each yellow line is a cut. So it starts from the center out. These cylinder heads come as a pro port, whereas the port's very tiny. It's probably a 1/2 inch by a 1/2 inch square, and then it opens it up to final size.
So how long does it take to do one head?
It depends. It depends on how the heads come or how finished they are. For one of our C-port heads, it could be 4. It's just really dependent on the final size of the board or how we receive the cylinder head.
Pretty amazing.
Alrighty, now we will move over. We'll be zigzagging a little bit. We'll go to one of the 2 assembly rooms that we have in the shop. It'll just be this way to our right. See our second new CNC valve job machine. And in here is assembly room 1. There's no difference between the assembly rooms, just here and then the one that's up front. A few pictures over the years. This one's very much like the engine you are receiving outside of the intake manifold. This is the LSX-R manifold, where yours is the LSX
HR.
And the serpentine. This one is actually an, I think, a 56 Chevy. Came in for.
Nice. That's a good looking intake.
Yeah, this is one of our high boost options, solid roller. It's going into a sand rail.
Wow. When you say high boost, you're talking 40 or 50?
This will probably be in the 35 to 40 range, depending. I believe the customer's got twin 66s. He's really only hoping to be in like the 1500 horse range. They're limited because they have a pretty anemic transaxle transmission on these sand rails, and you can't really give them much more power without destroying the drivetrain.
Wow.
Alright, then we will go to the dyno room. Alright, so this is the dyno room, and that is your 408 engine.
Wow. It's pretty. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, we're excited for you to hear it. Excited for you to get it in the truck and drive it around.
Definitely.
Let's go ahead and light it off.